like the Atlantic and I'm going down. Eyes blue like the Atlantic and I'm going down. Like the Titanic. Eyes blue like the Atlantic.
Why was the first cigarette produced? According to the data obtained, it was determined that dried plants were burned and used as incense in religious and official ceremonies held in Egypt and the Maya civilization in South America at that time, as well as for magic and magic. Why was cigarette produced? Before 1492, Native Americans were producing tobacco for medicinal and religious purposes. 1492, Christopher Columbus discovered America. When he returned to Europe, he had tobacco seeds and leaves with him that had never been seen before on this continent. How did the first cigarette appear? Cigarette is an object produced by wrapping shredded tobacco in paper and consumed by drawing the smoke. It is thought that this product, which is widely used today, was brought to Europe from America by Spanish sailors in the 18th century. Who made the first cigarette? British Philip Morris invented the modern cigarette in 1847. Why do people smoke? Nicotine makes chemical and biological changes in the brain. It releases the neurotransmitter dopamine. Dopamine gives pleasure to the drinker, increases concentration, and increases energy level. This is the reinforcing effect of nicotine, meaning people crave the substance to achieve this effect. Why was cigarette produced? Before 1492, Native Americans were producing tobacco for medicinal and religious purposes. 1492, Christopher Columbus discovered America. When you returned to Europe. Next to it were tobacco seeds and leaves that had never been seen before on this continent. How did the first cigarette appear? Cigarette is an object produced by wrapping shredded tobacco in paper and consumed by drawing the smoke. It is thought that this product, which is widely used today, was brought to Europe from America by Spanish sailors in the 18th century. Is smoking one cigarette a day harmful? Who brought cigarettes to Turkey? History of cigarettes in Turkey. Tobacco was brought to Ottoman lands by sailors from Genoa in the late 17th century. After a while, its production started in Xanthi and Thessaloniki, on the grounds that it caused fires. Murat tried to impose a ban, but was unsuccessful. Which country smokes the most in the world? Turkey, which ranked first with 28%, was followed by Indonesia with 27.6% and Russia with 25.8%. Is smoking a sin? According to the commands of our religion, it is not permissible to do any action that will harm ourselves, therefore smoking is makruh tarimi. Tariman makruh means the closest makruh to haram. How many cigarettes in a day won't hurt? There is no safe number of smoking cigarettes. It is not possible to say that 3 to 5 cigarettes a day will not do any harm, but when you smoke less, the risk you will naturally face will be less. What happens when you first smoke? Why do you get dizzy when you smoke for the first time? At the moment of the first cigarette, the amount of oxygen in the blood decreases and the receptors waiting for nicotine and getting used to nicotine are intensely stimulated. For this reason, conditions such as dizziness and loss of balance may occur. Is it harmful to smoke without inhaling? In cases where it is claimed that the cigarette is burned but not drawn into the lungs, the possibility of cancers of the lips, tongue, cheeks, pharynx, and larynx increases. Apart from cancer, it causes diseases such as gum diseases, pharyngitis, sinusitis, upper respiratory tract diseases such as tonsillitis and otitis media, and cataracts. Does smoking make you lose weight? There are more than 5,000 harmful substances in cigarettes. One of them is nicotine. The pharmacological and biochemical effects of nicotine are strong. Smoking causes a decrease in food intake and weight loss. Does smoking numb the brain? In a study by a team from the National Institute of Drugs, Comparing the brains of non-smokers and deceased smokers, it was found that smokers had changes in their brain tissues, even if they quit smoking years ago. Is smoking good for stress? Smoking is believed to reduce stress, researchers from Oxford University and King's College told the Daily Mail. However, this is absolutely wrong. The opposite is true. Smoking and the effect of nicotine on the body increase stress. Does Turkey produce cigarettes? In our country, tobacco products are still produced in 8 factories in Istanbul, Izmir, Adana, Samsun, Malatya, Bitlis, and Tokat provinces. While filtered cigarettes are made in 7 of these factories, only 3 of them produce unfiltered cigarettes. These are Izmir, Samsun, and Bitlis factories. Why does smoking make you happy? Nicotine, which circulates throughout the body through the circulation, causes the release of the happiness hormone called endorphins while passing through the brain. As a result, the brain requests this substance at certain intervals. If it is not given, restlessness, irritability, and depressive movements begin in that person. When the substance is taken, there is relief again. When was cigarette produced? Cigarettes have been in human life for 5,700 years. It is a familiar name that spreads to the world. Mankind met cigarettes 5,700 years ago. Tobacco, which was used for ceremonies and magic for the first time, spread all over the world after Christopher Columbus discovered America. What is the plant from which cigarettes are made? Tobacco is the name of many plants in the Nicotiana genus of the Solanaceae family. Why was cigarette produced? Before 1492, Native Americans were producing tobacco for medicinal and religious purposes. 1492, Christopher Columbus discovered America. When he returned to Europe, he had tobacco seeds and leaves with him that had never been seen before on this continent. How did the first cigarette appear? Cigarette is an object produced by wrapping shredded tobacco in paper and consumed by drawing the smoke. It is thought that this product, which is widely used today, was brought to Europe from America by Spanish sailors in the 18th century. What is the smoking age? Why does the toilet come after smoking? It's actually very simple. This is because the nicotine in cigarettes stimulates the nerve endings in the intestines. This increases bowel movements, namely peristalsis, triggers digestion and excretion. This causes your big toilet to come or feel like it is coming.
Eyes blue like the Atlantic and I'm going down. Eyes blue like the Atlantic and I'm going down. Like the Titanic. Eyes blue like the Atlantic.